cannot tell you how many Miz Mooz boxes I've seen carted in by QVC program hosts. So get ready to see us living in these boots. And you look absolutely adorable in these. This is the brandy that Erin is wearing, or the black. It's a top bind. It's a star of the day. We know in Shoe Shopping with Jane, the story of the suede boot is so important, but this is the Miz Mooz story. And we have them in medium width. The whole show is in medium width. We have these in European sizes. We'll show you that chart frequently throughout the show. Everything's on free shipping and handling, and everything is on easy pay. So this, can I guess your favorite in the whole hour?
Clearly. I had to wear, I planned my whole outfit around this boot, although,
you know, awesome.
Thank you. I mean, these will rock everybody's world, because the Shankara is the knee-high boot that is easy to get into, but you look really good walking away, because you have this full lace up on the back, but you can actually get into them.
Love it.
So you're not going to spend 20 minutes getting in and out of the boot every single time you want to wear it.
And I love the heel height, because this is actually a 2¼ inch heel. We call that the sweet spot here at QVC, but it's also a chunky stacked heel. And this has 5 easy payments. If you're new to QVC and you're joining us for the first time because you love Miz Mooz, I mean, they started in about 2001, around there, right?
Yes, 2001, father and son team founded Miz Mooz in a New York City basement. So we're now internationally recognized. We use and source the finest European leathers, and we still sell in boutiques in New York. So this is really the first exposure that a large audience like QVC has had to our product.
And they're already in love with you and already in love with it. It's awesome. I just want to give you some measurements. So if you're looking at the height of the shaft of the boot, and again, there's a full zipper, that comes in at 15½ inches. All right, the calf circumference is 12. And as you know, we just had one on the last show that was 15. That's because we have laced it all the way in. You're not going to have to do this every time, but it really is a true lace, like on a sneaker. That's not just there for decorative purposes. So you can undo this, and then you can get that lace to as wide as you need it. Because of the tongue in here, you're actually going to get probably another easy 4 inches out of this. So it's going to go up to at least a 16-inch circumference. So this is going to be to a more slender, to an average calf. I always say get out a tape measure and measure your calf. If you have a 16-inch calf, this will still work for you. But Erin, I hear from a lot of women on Facebook that say, all your boots are a little too wide. I need something that I can bring in because, you know, I'm an apple shape. I have a little bit more weight through here, but my legs are great and they're slender, and I don't want to feel like I'm swimming in my boots. So I think that's where this beautiful Shankara is so great, because if you do have a smaller calf, you can, you know, like a corset, you can cinch that in.
Exactly. So a couple great things about the Shankara. Of course, you can cinch it in just like you mentioned, because I have a couple friends that can't find boots because of their narrow calves. The same thing with athletic calves.
Right.
So we fit both of those different types of calves here with the Shankara. Note, as you go up sizes, the circumference does add a little bit.
A teeny bit. Just like even the heels get a teeny bit more.
So as I mentioned, I wear a 38 and a 39. I've tried on both the 38 and the 39, and I've noticed that in the calf, my 39 is slightly larger. So if you are between sizes and you have a slightly larger calf, definitely size up.
Then if you at QVC normally buy a wide calf boot, this one's not for you. We have other options coming in the future and other options available from other brands at QVC.com. But if you have a more slender to average size calf that's going to go up to about that 15½, 16-inch circumference, you'll be good. This is exactly what Erin was just talking about. This is the Miz Mooz European conversion. So if you're, let's say, a 6, then you're going to be the 36. But if you use a sock and that bumps you up to a 6½, then go up to that 37. Exactly. It's really easy. I just don't want you to go by other European size charts, because not all European conversions are the same. If you want this brandy that our Erin is wearing, it's last call. It's almost sold out. The black on Kate, it's funny, I think sometimes black doesn't show up in detail all that well on television, but even with that gorgeous inky black, you can see that gorgeous detail.
Yeah, and I think that's because, again, our multiple textures, that tonality, and as we can see with our model, she has the leggings on, and then you go to a different texture with the upper suede of the boot, and then as you go into the burnishing of the toe box, the 3 different textures of black, it's very on trend. It makes so much sense to get a little pop from your different blacks, and it elongates the leg, but still something a little bit interesting.
And let's talk about the comfort that the family and the company builds into your shoes, because this is not just a brand that's like, oh my gosh, isn't it so cute and aren't the leather's gorgeous? This is all about comfort, right, Erin?
Totally. And that's why you can tell our soles are all made with rubber. So you can run around no matter what type of weather conditions. You're not going to slip and slide all over the place. Our toe boxes are definitely comfortable toe boxes. Nothing is overly pointy. And as you go up, you can tell you have that lacing that we've been discussing. So you can adjust the size. You can get in and out of this boot really easily because this zipper goes all the way down to the sole.
And I'm obsessed with your lining. I love the lining.
Thank
I went
you,
over to the
yes.
buyer's office the other day because they were texting me, and I'm like, I'll come by Tuesday. Wait, I'll come by Wednesday. So I went over on Wednesday, and we had so much fun together, and I was like picking out this and trying on that. And as soon as I unzipped the Shankara, I'm like, come on, there's something about a cool lining that makes you fall in love with the boot, right?
Even if it's only you that's seeing it when you put it on, it makes you feel really special. It's like the inside of a really expensive blazer.
Right.
You know, it
I
makes...
bought a coat one time totally based on the lining.
Totally.
I did not need the coat. The coat was darling on the outside, but the lining was really, really cute. I'm like, I gotta buy that. I do have an update for you. Well over half the quantity, right? Oh my gosh. Okay, so we bought in 1,200 boots. We only have 400 left. Brandy, we only have size 36 and 37 and size 40 and only 3 dozen total. And like with your denim dress, the bare leg, this is such a, this is something that you really don't have to put away even in the warm months anymore because this is the look people are going for.
Totally. I mean, right now it's still about 90 degrees out, and at least in our area. And I'll be wearing this boot all the way through the winter. So it's something that you can wear pretty much year round. It's definitely a piece that's versatile, and no matter what color you get.
Well, hopefully, if you couldn't make up your mind, Erin and I just made it up for you. The brandy's completely gone. So we have it for you now in black. That's going to happen for the entire show. I think what's cool, too, is finding a new brand, right? I mean, like at QVC, we've had Rika on the air for years. We've had Clark's. I call you guys my shoe family. And everybody gets along, and everybody's so happy to be here together. We love our Spenco. I mean, but these are brands that a lot of us got to know through QVC. Like so many of the shoes that I wear now, I didn't know the brands before they came to QVC. And thanks to, you know, you guys coming through and being on the air and being on QVC.com, it's really a big deal. This is maybe your premiere of Miz Mooz. Think cool, think comfortable, think different than anything else that we've ever brought to you. And for this premiere hour, all new, all with free shipping and handling, all on Easy Pay. So if you are new to QVC, what you would do if you've never shopped with us before, but you recognize Miz Mooz from some of the fashion bloggers or some of the stylists in the magazines, you can make your first purchase going to our website, which is QVC.com. That's easy. Or if you just want to give us a call, we can help you with that first purchase as well. I have a feeling a lot of people that never shopped at QVC before are going to love Miz Mooz. And Erin, will you take us again? People tune in at all times, so I want to make sure they're getting the right size.
Totally. So again, I wear an 8.5, but I tend to go with the 39 over the 38. I can go either direction in the Miz Mooz size chart. If I want to wear a sock, I would go towards the 39. If I didn't want to wear a sock, I would go towards the 38. Because I like to go both ways, and towards the winter especially, I like to wear a full-length sock with my high boots. I always get the 39 when I'm purchasing my Miz Mooz boots.
And for me, I've said this before, but I'm always a 7. I'm wearing the 37, but I'd like to wear this with a sock, personally, I would go up to the 38 because for me, I buy some pointed toe shoes and some boots in a 7.5 just to have a little bit more of that room for a thicker sock. If, for instance, you are always a 6.5 or a 7, either way, because usually we, have a couple different sizes in our wardrobe, then you're going to stay with that size 37 always. But if you're in between two and you're thinking it's a wintry boot, then what both Erin and I would say, then just go up to that next half size if that's the deciding point for your sock. If you're never saw a European size chart before, it lives at QVC.com, and you can call our representatives as well. And believe it or not, we are a place where people call and somebody answers the phone and says, "Hi, welcome to QVC. Can I help you?" And you're like, "Wait a minute, I'm talking to a person, yay!" And they are award winning, so they'll help you with those orders too. The other thing is, what I love about Miz Mooz, they look so chunky and substantial, and they are quite substantial. But Erin, they're surprisingly light on your feet, right?
They are light. This is a full length boot. This goes all the way to your knee, and yet it's lightweight. That's because the soles are made with rubber. It's not a hard, clunky outsole, but it is substantial, so it will get you through mileage, pounding the pavement, going up and down those stairs, picking up those kids. And the outsoles and the uppers, they're made with high quality leathers, as we mentioned, but they're also just such attention to detail, and the linings are lightweight and just really beautiful. Nothing's
like brushed, They almost feel like brushed, not as heavy as like a flannel sheet, but a beautiful, soft brushed shirt that you'd put on next to your skin, and you're like, that feels so good. So the brandy, I'm just gonna give you a warning. If you love brown, buy it quick, because every single shoe so far has gone in the brown first. This is that gorgeous lace-up tall boot. The wedge boot is waiting in the wings, however. Everything in this show is new. Everything in the show has free shipping and handling, which is so much fun and a great way to get to know us at QVC. And every single shoe is on Easy Pay. This one, 5 easy payments of $47.99. Okay, still to come, aren't these cute? Again, if you love the first boot,